See what's to all of this here, man. All right. Please forgive the fan in the background. Should I move? I should probably move the damn fan. I don't want to have to move the fan. I'll move the fan. Fuck. Shit. All right, Chris. Listen, knock this thing out. All right. What's going on, everybody? It's CJ Hunter, and welcome back to my YouTube channel where we, discuss everything autoimmune disease, survival stories, ways that people can support folks with autoimmune diseases, specifically those of us with lupus, which is what I have. So welcome back. Before I get started, hey man, go ahead and like this video, comment on this video, subscribe to the goddamn YouTube channel, man. Hit the notification button so that you can get all those notifications for when I post on this channel. Everything I'm asking you to do is free. Goddamn it, like it's free. So just go ahead and do that. Now this is going to be the first of a 3-part series where I talk about how my journey began with lupus. And I want to just kind of give y'all some insight on like the ins and outs of what I went through and what I've gone through so far, and just the battle. To begin, lupus, for those of you who don't know, is an autoimmune disease by which the immune system is overly active and attacks different parts of the body. A normal person's immune system, like, those of y'all who are considered normal or healthy, if there is a virus or some sort of infection that goes on in the body and you have a healthy immune system and you are a normal, able-bodied person, your immune system acts as, your warrior, your protector. It goes in, it finds the thing that is like ailing the body and, hurting. And it's like, it pull up on whatever the disease is, the virus is. And it's like, hey, cuz, like, ain't no coming in here and messing with our human. And it fights off and attacks the bad bacteria, the virus and things of that nature. So in order to protect the body and help the body get well and heal faster. Well, with lupus and autoimmune diseases like lupus, the immune system is set up to attack both bad things and the good things in the body. So, for example, with some people, lupus may attack their lungs. Lupus may attack their kidneys. Lupus may attack the sac around the heart, which is called the pericardium, or their muscles, the joints, the skin. Like lupus pretty much, encompasses the immune system literally attacking itself, attacking the body. And people, suffer quite a bit. So my journey with this whole thing started back in 2008. 2 years before I was even formally introduced or diagnosed. For my bad, I was diagnosed. You tripping, Chris? But at any rate, like 2008, I began to have all kinds of symptoms of lupus, and I'm gonna put somewhere on the screen, either here or somewhere down here, some of the telltale symptoms of like how you can tell if you are in the early stages of having lupus. And so around 2008, man, I began to have sore muscles and aching joints. I would wake up, my joints would be stiff and, hurting and like aching. And my muscles would be sore, which it made no sense because, man, back in '08, I was so goddamn busy. Like, I ain't had time to be in the gym, to be working out, to even be sore. So soreness being a thing was just, that shit was crazy to me, because my big ass wasn't doing nothing but going to school full time, going to work, working like damn near 3 jobs in a sense. But, so the soreness of all of that, and I wasn't doing any manual labor. I wasn't lifting weights or boxes or anything of that nature. Just the shit just did not make sense to me, and so but that was what was happening. I was having these sore muscles and joints, and the stiffness would be so drastic to the point where it would take me a good hour just to get myself warmed up and get myself going for the day. And even throughout the day, I would still experience the soreness and the aching to the point to where, man, I was having to, take ibuprofen and extra strength Tylenol and Advil and just all of these things because I was just, my muscles and joints were so sore. And, I would have, sore throat and, bad headache and just the whole thing. And, during that time, I was so busy, man. I really didn't have time for this shit. So I would, take some NyQuil or Dayquil, or I would take some, some sort of flu type of medication or something like that, thinking that, maybe it was just a virus or something, and I would just go on about my day, and that lasted for weeks upon weeks, and months, to the point where, like, man, I was, I was going back and forth to the ER because, I couldn't figure out what was going on. My mom, who was in the medical field herself for a long time in my life, like, she didn't know what was going on. And, my mom has always been a proponent of, like, hey, we don't know what's going on, we taking your ass to the ER. Like, don't ever be so prideful to where you can't go to the ER, Christopher. So, that was her thing. And, we would go to the emergency room back in 2008. And, it would be the same old thing, man. They would give me something for pain. They would give me something to break, the low-grade fever that I was having. Because, man, these fevers would be, 100, 101 at the highest. In that year, it was like I got to like 101.8, which, was kind of scary, man, to not know exactly what the hell was going on. And so, yeah, like that was the deal. And it was pretty scary. It didn't help that, like, I'm going through these symptoms and I got all of the stresses of just life at the time. You know what I mean? Like, at that point, I'm 20, about to be 21 years old. I was working part-time here in Houston ISD. I was also working part-time and as a work-study job for the University of Houston Forensic Society, which, that was the speech and debate team that I was on in college. And then I was also teaching 3 classes at Rice University, public speaking classes, that is. And then, in a 6-week course, I was teaching 3 of those courses, 3 of those weeks of the classes, alongside with helping out for a 4th week. I had, my studies, my homework. I was also a part of a fraternity at that point, and all of those obligations. I had a girlfriend. I had, a house to maintain because I was also taking care of my mama, and it was just all kind of shit going on, man. Like, yo, bro, like, and I'm not complaining, man. I'm grateful that I had the ability and the opportunity to really, be involved with all of those things in my life. But, man, it was stressful. It was hectic. And walking around with those symptoms and adding that added stress just did not help at all. In 2009, the symptoms got worse. and they lasted a lot longer. Like it took a lot more effort to get rid of, these symptoms, or to relieve, the pain that I was having, man. And, in 2009, I was going back and forth to the ER a lot during that time as well.